Before I perform my math shenanigans for you, I've got quite the math act. Before I do it, a few little caveats and comments. Number one, I'm not a math teacher. I'm not qualified to teach you math. I can just show you how I do it. And because I understand instruction, that would not help you at all. I can try to explain what I'm thinking, and that might help you a little bit. But if you're not really trying to solve it now on your own, whatever I do now won't do you any good at all. You could just as well not either. That thing about how working with each other is awkward and none of you know what you're doing, that's kind of normal, and the more that you did discuss it with each other, the more that it would help. So I do encourage you to work together when you're stuck on that. Another caveat, this is like a puzzle. I've got all these little pieces. I swear they fit together. You can make a very credible answer. It is solvable. But you know, like a puzzle, you got to figure out which parts are more important and do those first. You know how you like build the frame of the puzzle and then you fill it in with the other pieces and you find all the red ones and all the white ones and you kind of take two chunks. So there is some stuff that we know we have to do first. Just asking, how many of you have some answer? You're not sure it's good or bad, but you have some answer. Okay, I'm not gonna force you to share that answer with me. How many of you did some math? Who knows where it's going? Thank you. Look, we know how much I pay monthly. We also know how much I'm using, but not really in units that are helpful yet. Can we agree with that? What might be some usable first steps? What are some ways that we could get closer to an answer? Who thinks conceptually? Don't set up the numbers, but what could we answer first? Yes?
Like the microwave usage per month.
Yes, okay. So we could do the microwave usage. That's a fine way to start. I don't care. What's another thing that we're going to need sooner or later? We can start to do it later. Yes? You mean like in the microwave usage?
Oh.
This would be in watts. Yes. What else? Yes.
How much is the pay per kilowatt hour?
Yeah, the cost per kilowatt hour would be helpful. And I don't know about you, but if I knew how much microwave I'm using in kilowatt hours, and I knew how much I'm paying per kilowatt hour, I could nail it. Yes, he's good? Just so you know, being the math genius that I am, I like shot from the hip yesterday. I had never seen the answer to this problem, and I made it all in one big ass equation, and I nailed it. Whoopee! But that wouldn't help you. And it didn't really help me. It made me feel really nervous and kind of sweaty because I wasn't really sure. Until the kids told me I had it right, I was good. If we break it up like this, I feel much more confident. First, how can we figure out the monthly microwave usage? Yes?
Multiply it by 30.
Multiply what by 30?
3 minutes a day.
3 minutes a day would make that into what? 3 minutes a day times 30. And look, he's right. You all know I multiply by 30 because it's 30 days per month. Can we agree with that? That's going to give us our monthly total. That's okay, right? But how would you explain that on the AP test if you had to justify why you used a 30? Yes?
Wait, just explain that.
Yeah, how would you explain it? Like mathematically, how could you like write it down so that you're like justifying where the 30 comes from?
If it's like 3 minutes.
How do I know you didn't just cheat someone? What's the 30?
30 days in a month.
30 days in a month. And so how do we capture that in this writing so that it actually
30
explains something?
days. You add the unit.
Everybody see what I did there? He was right. When you multiply by 30, like, yeah, I get you too, bro. And for all I know, you cheated. For all I know, you looked at Serena's paper and you can't explain it. I didn't say that, Serena in particular. The point I'm trying to make is on the college where you have to explain and look, I'm doing a unit conversion. It's like super casual math, but you need to explain mathematically what you're doing. So I want you to like slow yourselves down. Everybody's like, throw a 30 in there? I'm like, the kids that don't know why you threw a 30, they're like, no, make it into months. And it's like, wait, that's what the 30 is. No, Billy? Yes?
So they're gonna be like checking my word. Because you know how like
You get 0 points for mathematic answers on the AP test. Sometimes they just give you a bonus point for getting the answer right, but it's not about the answer, it's the work. If you don't show your work, they'll never give you a grade on the answer no matter how right you were.
really?
Absolutely, it's a fact of life. How do they separate that from a blind guess or a good cheater?
Well, isn't the answer just like written?
What?
Isn't the answer just written?
A grid?
And
Oh!
they have it.
Like a Scantron?
How do they do that?
I mean on the free response questions, yeah, you're right, on the multiple choice questions.
So this would be like a previous spot.
If this were a free response, you would have to show your work, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, and look, if I do this, now I've got 90 minutes per month. That's pretty good, that's part of it. What else can I do? I can make the minutes into hours, why would I want to do that?
Because if you go on out.
Because we're talking kilowatt hours, right? We're not talking kilowatt minutes? Everybody okay with that? What, you're not okay with that?
No, I guess.
Because we're going to be paying by kilowatt hour, and your answer is currently in minutes, like, you're smart enough to tell me how many hours that is, right? Hit it, smart girl.
Wait, how many hours?
How many hours is 90 minutes? I knew you could do it. So the problem is, how do we explain it to them to justify that transition?
Oh,
Right? It's more difficult to justify your math than it is to just freaking do the math. And we're so used to like doing stuff in our heads, like trying to show off, like, watch this, mom. It's not right out. But like on the AP test, we can't like. Okay. So how do I make that into?
1.5 hours over 90 minutes. No.
What would
I
that
don't
do?
know. Okay, never mind. 1 hour over.
I mean, the funny thing is that you're actually right, and that would give us the right answer. 1.5, yeah, you can do that if you want. 1.5 hours equals 90 minutes. So you multiply it by 1 and that's all right. But you're like, that is so confusing. You're totally right.
I just thought, because don't you have to have like the cross multiply?
Yeah. So what about that?
So then you can do cross out the
1 hour.
minutes and the minutes.
Yeah. So that's going to give us 90 divided by 60 is 1.5 hours per month. Yeah? So that's how much time we're using it. How many kilowatt hours are we using it? What? This was in your energy use inventory, which Katie's going to come around and stamp on top of your name in the upper corner. You can hear her in my class, ladies. How do I make this into kilowatt hours? I gotta move on. We gotta do other stuff today. How do I make this in kilowatt hours? What? What? Divide the watts by 1,000. What is that going to give me? My microwave is 2,000 watts. What are you talking about? Well, you're going too fast again. You're right. No, you're right, dude. You're right. That's exactly what you do. Yes. Just like all the other kids, you're doing great math in your head. But how do I write this down to show I know what I'm doing? Hold on, nobody's listening to you. You're right, and nobody cares. Wait. This is straight up knowledge. Hit it, Portugal.
1 kilowatt over 1,000.
Exactly.
Because 1 kilowatt equals 1,000 watts, that's a 1. And then that's just get rid of the W's, and 2,000 divided by 1,000 is 2 kilowatts. So we just change it from watts to kilowatts. And does everybody already know in your heads that 2 of these is 2 1,000s of those, like 2,000 is 2 1,000 watts? Okay. So what? What does that have to do with kilowatt hours?
We're using it for now.
You're using it for an hour and a half, so what?
3/4 of the is what I use it for.
What? What?
3/4 of 3 kilowatts would be 1.5 hours. If you use
3/4 would be 0.75, let's say.
That's it.
That's like what?
What?
That's like 2 kilowatts times 1.5 hours.
You're going to multiply that times this? What?
2 kilowatt hours.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it is. You're totally right. 2 kilowatts times 1.5 hours. And we can call that per month if you want. 2 kilowatts is 3 kilowatt hours. So you just multiply those units. You can't cross out or whatever. You just add your units. That's a physics trick that a lot of kids haven't learned yet. That you can't cancel out the units. You just bundle them up into a bigger unit. You don't know that? Like a measure of force is pound-feet. Pounds times feet is pound-feet. Kilowatt hours up. Okay, so we're using 3 kilowatt hours a month. I think we've gotten a really good monthly microwave usage in kilowatt hours. That's 3. So far so good? Yes, we agree? Or no, we don't agree? So now we've got to figure out how much that costs and we're good, right? How much do we pay per kilowatt?
Kilowatt hour.
38 divided by 1.
Yeah, let me, can I help you guys? I'm here for you. But I don't want you to miss the next one, so how can I help? If I leave you behind now, it's not going to help, so how can I help you? You can ask, I'm here.
I guess
Say
I'm
something.
wondering why the microwave usage is the same as the kilowatt hours per month. Is it just because we converted it? It's the same?
Yes. Let me show you something. Using this for that much is that monthly. This is a measure of that over the month, and that's what I needed. How much do I use per month? Well, like if I'm eating a burrito a day, it costs $3. How much am I spending on burritos per month? Right, you got to figure out how many burritos I'm having for the month, right? So you had to multiply the number of burritos, 1 per day, times 30 for the number of days in the month, right? Like then you multiply by $3 per burrito. Yeah. So we just did like 1 burrito a day, blah 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 times 30. That's all this crap is. We times 30 times 30, and then we just moved it into hours because that's the unit we discuss, and then we moved it into kilowatts because that's the unit that we discuss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now we're up to 3 kilowatt hours. That help you? Okay. You said how much we're paying per kilowatt, and then you said take 190 divided by 38, which would be kilowatts per dollar. So we want to know our dollars per kilowatt. Yes. If you want to know this, watch. You just put the 38 there and the 190 there, and then you simplify. And you are paying Like, you know that you're spending 38 because I friggin' told you so. And you know that you're using 190 kilowatt hours because these are facts given to you in the problem. And so how much you're paying for each one is how much you're paying for each one is dollars per kilowatt.
So 50 cents.
Is the answer, yeah, because you're using 3 kilowatt hours a month, 20 is, yeah. And by the way, I haven't told my other periods, but I'd like to point something out. This is why household electricity use is chump change. The stuff that really spends a lot of money is like the things that are running all the time. This is why outside lighting makes more of a difference in how many people live in your house. Because even if you're using a big ass microwave for like 2 hot pockets a day, that costs your house nothing per month. Electricity use of little stuff doesn't really count. What we're really worried about is the stuff that runs for many, many minutes at high wattage. Like outside lighting, if you have 10,000 watt light bulbs, it's 10,000 watts by how many hours is the whole night? 8 hours? 8 hours? That's a lot. Times 30 months, 24 hours times 10,000. Look at what that does to these numbers. Put 24 hours times 10 kilowatts is like 240 instead of 3. So that's how much you're paying for lights as opposed to a microwave. Yeah.
Doesn't it do this more because like it's not running to plug in? Or is
Yeah,
it like
so ghost
not
drainage
relatively
issues.
enough?
Ghost drainage issues are real, but they're little trickles. So across your whole house, it adds up to a little something. But your microwave, just to run the little clock on the screen, is probably using like 1/10,000 of that. All right. How many of you found that math demonstration just a little bit helpful? How many of you not at all helpful?
Can we do like another one?
Not real. I don't want to. No, I don't have a lot of time, dude. The answer is no. I'm not here to help you. I get paid to look good, not to teach. Anyway, no, I was just kidding. I was going to do that.
Why you go to the back?
What the heck do I have to do more work for? How many of you would like me to do the one about the human body, the kilowatts? If your body operates at how many watts does it operate? 80 watts? How many hours a day does your body operate?
24.
24 because it's working all day, right? Can we agree on that? That most of you don't die for part of the day and then you might come back alive. So if you multiply that by 24 hours, that would give you your daily wattage hours. Do we agree? And then the question was asking about a month, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
So what could I multiply this by to get a month out of this answer?
30.
What? Yeah, so it's 24 hours a day, and it would be 30 days for 1 month. So far, so good? Can we agree with that? And I'm going to get an answer in watts. Can I get rid of the watts? How do I get rid of watts? How do I make watts and kilowatts? So I can put 1 kilowatt is 1,000 watts. And that lets me get rid of the watts. Yeah?
Wait, hold on.
No, go ahead, ask me now.
No, it's
I'm waiting for you.
Can I have one of these?
Put it in the back. Oh man, I broke another pen cap. God, I'm such an idiot. Like a petulant child. Okay, so this will give me, what will it give me? Kilowatt hours over what? Yeah, because watch. The watts cancel out, the days cancel out, and I'm left with some number of kilowatt hours over a month. And wasn't that the question? How many kilowatt hours per month is your body using? Wasn't that the question that they're asking me? So I'm going to get some amount of kilowatt hours over a month. Anybody have a calculator? 'Cause I don't know.
24,000.
What?
2,400.
2,400 kilowatt hours? Did you forget to divide by 1,000?
Oh, yeah.
What? 57, you said?
2.4.
What?
2.4.
That's very different from 57. Somebody else.
Wait,
57.6.
wait, you're forgotten.
80 times 24 times 30 divided by 1,000.
57.6.
Yeah.
So that's the kilowatt hours used monthly by your body. BT Dubs, if you had to pay for that electricity, how much would it cost to run your house on with electricity? At 20, what was it, 20 cents a kilowatt hour? Is that what it was? We're paying 20 cents per kilowatt hour, right? So how much would that cost? 20 cents per kilowatt hour? Kilowatt hours would cancel out, and we get how many dollars a month?
$11.
150? 15? Wow, thanks, Siri. That's how much it costs to run your hot bottle electricity per month. Wouldn't it be cool if you could plug yourself in, way cheaper than buying food? Coincidentally, like that's pretty much what it costs to make the energy for all of your food for 1 month. The rest is labor and profit. The rest is our economy. that's actually like interesting, but probably kind of accurate. Assuming all fossil fuels are equally expensive, that would be the true price of your food. All right, time this down. Please take out your assignment, whatever, number whatever. That. No.